Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. Again. Look, at this point it's unacceptable now. Yeah, simple as that. This now can't go on. It's as simple as that. Now it cannot go on. Because now we're actually talking about not being in the top four. Now we're talking about throwing games away. Now we're talking about sabotaging ourselves. And it's just now it's happening way too much, way too frequent. What is going on? What is going on now? Once again, and this is a situation that we've been in time and time again. And this is today was unlike, I'd say, the loss to Ipswich. That wasn't really it. It was more like the loss to Fulham. Except we didn't lose today, we drew, but we dropped points. We can't finish our dinner to save our lives. We could be a stray cat on the streets without food for a week, and someone could bring in the most premium Felix or Whiskers, right? And it would be laid out in front of us with multiple flavors: chicken, beef, duck, whatever you want, veg, whatever you want, laid out like an all-you-can-eat buffet, and we still wouldn't be able to finish our dinner. We can't put chances to bed. We can't. And then we don't save ourselves when we have those moments where we can't defend. Yeah? And today wasn't even a bad defensive display, it wasn't. But in a moment where you're not clinical, and then you do make one defensive error, you do make a few defensive errors, you're punished. You're punished. You ain't taking points. And we have to be honest here. There is the same element of one issue that we have with MARESCA, and he's done it again. Done it again. Not to the same extent, but it's happened again. The main issues today are pretty straightforward, because I want to put something straight. We didn't play badly. You know, Ipswich, we played horrific. And then MARESCA didn't make the changes that was meant to be made, or didn't do them early enough. We've been there, we've spoken about all of that. Today wasn't that. For a big portion of the game, we had control, we were playing well, we were creating chances, we were getting the ball forward, things were moving well, we were defending well. We were playing well. Not blockbuster, but we were playing well. Well enough. Yeah, well enough. But a chance falls on a plate, hits it wide. Another chance falls on a plate. Let's wait an hour before I take a shot. Another chance falls on a plate. I can't use my other leg. I'm going to try and get it onto this one, and I'm just going to hit it and hope. Another chance falls. A standard miss chance. The ones that you do miss. Another miss. It's just the same old. And then, when it does come to acknowledging what is going on in the game, MARESCA waits to minute 75. 76? When was the change made? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna dig this out. When was the change made? I know for a fact 75 was hit. 75 was hit. Oh God, 81. Jackson should have been brought off after the hour mark. And I'm not going to hear it from anyone today. I'm not going to hear it from anyone today that's going to try and gaslight the situation and pretend that, no, he was just unlucky. No. Get out. You can leave right now. The door's open. Bye. I ain't hearing it. I am not hearing it. You do not get this many opportunities. Chance after chance after chance. Game after game after game after game. And then expect people to come out and go, it's okay. It'll come again next time. Get out. I don't care. Get out. Because enough is enough. Not to shut the door completely. I'm not saying, okay, no, we're not going to play him again. No, not that. But it's not good enough. And he knew it. Look at when he came off. And it's the same thing. But listen, if it's not going to improve, there's no point coming off the pitch. Stop it. There's no point. Just walk off the pitch. And I think there was, to an extent, an element of that, because there's other games where he's been really, really peed off of himself, and you can tell. And today was kind of a little bit of oh my God, he's taken me off again. Oh my God. Like, and it's not even like I'm angry. At this point, he just looks like he's just disappointed. You know? He's just like, he's taken me off. You know? And there's not even an emotion there anymore. It's not even like he wants to cry or get angry or start smashing things up. He's gone past that phase. And it's still not improving. You cannot expect to be the leading man at a club like Chelsea and not bury the chances that are on a plate for you today. It's as simple as that. There were a good 3 opportunities. One has to, I'm not going to say even score. One has to hit the target, brother. Just hit the target. And we're not doing that. MARESCA getting Mark Guyon, correct. But waited too long. Waited too long. Because if he had been offered just about enough time, right? Over 20 minutes, 25 minutes minimum. That's like I said, it was obvious where it was going. You saw what Jackson was missing. He gets taken off at the hour mark. Mark Gu has half an hour to make an impact. And on top of that, other subs to try and change things a little bit more would have been helpful. But I'm not going to go into that too much because we were winning the game 1-0. And that's the thing. You're winning the game 1-0 to an extent. You don't want to change too much because you can get worried in terms of maybe destabilizing things. But Jackson had to come off. But not at the 81st minute, my friend. What's Gu going to do in 10 minutes? Funnily enough, he gets brought off straight after we make one mistake, Palace score. And now we're under the situation of, we're having to chase something. But there's not enough time. No time has been left. It's not good enough. And it goes back to the same point. We are in denial. Right? We are in denial if we honestly believe we don't need a striker at this football club. We are in denial. In denial. That doesn't mean, that's it. Get rid of Jackson, he's finished, like game over. No. He's not the leading man, though. He's a squad player, 100%. But he's not the leading man. He does the right thing sometimes. Look, there's elements of his games he does right. He moves correctly. He picks his runs right. He presses hard. He's energetic. He gets his body in the way. He does that. But the moment the ball comes to feet, inshallah, start praying, inshallah, everything will be all right. You know, we start singing in the crowd the Bob Marley song, "Don't worry about a thing, everything's going to be all right." No, when Jackson gets the ball, it's inshallah, things are going to be all right. Please, God, intervene here. The moment, because his technique is just not there. His technique on the ball isn't there. It's not there. And he can't use his weaker foot enough in order to compensate for the moment where the ball is on the left. There was one chance he got. He decided to try and hit it on the outside of his boot with his right. It was already on a plate for his left foot. He decided to make it difficult for himself. You don't do that as the leading man. You don't. This is the problem. But when you don't bury your chances, and alongside that, there were some other chances. There were some other chances too that you'd look and go, no, we should be scoring that. But maybe you can understand the situation. Palmer missed a chance. Let's not pretend, everything's all right on that end. Palmer missed a chance, but Palmer's also got the highest amount of goals and assists out of everybody pretty much in world football right now, right? Achiempong, header, first half, right? But the guy's just made his debut and he's a centre-back. I'm not expecting miracles in terms of goal scoring from him. It can happen. Those things can happen. But when you see game after game after game after game after game after game, chance miss, as the leading striker, it's not good enough and it's not acceptable. You're paid to put those in the net. Or at least a portion of those. At least on target, brother. This is not good enough. And that costs us. Because when you don't bury your chances, you don't finish your dinner, you don't get the second goal, you don't kill the game, you allow them to come straight back into the game. And tactically, I don't think Crystal Palace had the upper hand. They didn't. But we let them back in. And the goal our goal was class. Sancho with the dummy on the left-hand side, fantastic. Gets it into Palmer. Palmer buries 1-0. And look, Palmer scored today. So if we're talking about Palmer, he scored, right? He's burying, as usual. What would we do if we didn't have his goals? We'd probably be down there with Man United and Spurs after today. It's as simple as that. That's not sustainable enough. That's not good enough. But then Palace's goal, Palmer loses the ball. But Palmer loses the ball in an area where he's pressed by 3. Palmer loses it, and it's one of the few times where he's lost the ball. I used to criticize Caicedo for losing the ball often. I'm not doing that now. Why? Because he doesn't do it as often. In fact, he wins the ball a lot more than he does losing it now compared to when he started, when I was on his back. Now he's not doing it. Why should I be on his back? He's doing well. But there are times, obviously, once or twice you are going to lose a ball. That's normal. How do you recover, though? Palmer loses a ball. Defensively, we're a shambles. Gusto is asleep. Instead of keeping with his man, he's nowhere near him. He's chasing. Why are you chasing? Why are you not with him on the line anyway? I don't understand. Cucurella, ball comes across to Mateta. Cucurella, instead of being goal side of Mateta, he's allowed Mateta to get in front of him. Why? How have you let Mateta to get in front of you, brother? And in fact, Cucurella was, and again, this could be one thing in terms of tactically, but this is a risk to reward issue. This isn't so much, the tactic didn't work. Cucurella going forward leaves space. It's as simple as that. And that's normal, that's logical. This is why I didn't want Gusto bombing forward so much. And to be fair, he didn't. Not too much, right? But Cucurella coming in leaves space. A load of times, Crystal Palace were coming down our left-hand side just because of that one thing, right? But they didn't capitalize until when they got the goal. Ball comes driven into the box, cut across. Cucurella, instead of being goal side, lets Mateta through. Mateta taps it in, 1-1. Thank you very much. Now we drop 2 points. Again, we ain't won in 4. 2 points out of 12. This is why I'm saying it's getting dangerous. Now it's getting dangerous. Newcastle beat Tottenham today. Man City won today. Bournemouth won today. Villa won today. Guess what? Between Chelsea and Aston Villa in 9th, 4 points. Between Chelsea and Bournemouth in 7th, Aston Villa in 8th. Bournemouth in 7th, 3 points. One more slip up and it could be a sticky situation. One more and it's no longer in our hands. But what are we going to do about this? Because at the end of the day, all we've got is Jackson and we've got Margu, but he needs to be brought on earlier. I'm looking at MARESCA here. Funnily enough, Achiempong today, I thought had a great game. He looked calm, composed. I felt safe. He was timing his runs correctly. He was marking himself correctly. He was doing everything right. He was getting stuck in. He was driving the ball forward. He was doing everything right. Didn't make any mistakes. You could say the same pretty much for Levi Colwill too, albeit the goal. But that wouldn't be an issue if we were burying our chances, which we don't seem to do now. This is where MARESCA needs to try and find a solution. Now he earns his money. Now MARESCA earns his money because this cannot go on now. I said it was a must win. We didn't win. Well, now we're in trouble, people. I'm not gonna come on now and say the next game is a must win now. Not done. The line was drawn. We've crossed it. Now it's a sticky situation. Now we need to find a solution immediately. If not, this could go south. And I'll say it because pressure needs to be put on now. I said it at the beginning of the season and I'm not diverting away. We must get Champions League football this year. If not, we are in big trouble. Big trouble. I'd rather put the urgency now, and some people think, oh no, you're going over the top, and maybe it does help and maybe it puts some pressure on, instead of just pretending everything's okay, and then it comes to the end of the season, we've not done it, and then we just go, no, we'll go again next year. No, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. If things are good, I say they're good. If things are bad, I'll say they're bad. Right now, we are heading in the direction of going bad again. And we've been through enough for the past 2 years. We're not going back into that situation. 2 points out of 12 is not just poor. It should not happen. Should not happen. This needs to stop now. Now. End of story. Who's our next game? You know what's mad? When you actually look at our games, who we've played, who we've dropped points to, it's insane. We've got Morecambe in the Cup on next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday, Morecambe in the Cup. Oh, and then we got Bournemouth. Brilliant. Bournemouth at home. 6-pointer. As a 6-pointer. Fantastic. If we win, and we drop points off them. If they win, and they drop points off us. Fantastic. 6-pointer. Beautiful. And what does this do for us in terms of the top 4? Well, this leaves a cushion now for Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. Arsenal can go 6 points clear of us now. Nottingham Forest can go 4 points clear of us now. It's not good enough. 20 games played, not good enough. We've crossed the halfway mark and now we're starting to fall off. No. Needs to stop. Needs to stop now. What do we do in terms of solving this situation? Tactically, something needs to happen here. MARESCA needs to find a solution. This is where he earns his money. Because the players at our disposal right now, this is all we've got. But this is why I'm saying at the end of the season, this should have been done already. Let's just be honest. This should have been done already. We should have a top striker at this club. We should, but we don't. The centre-back situation, we're in a situation now where we're having to resolve to a Josh Achiempong, who done well today, and fair play to him, fantastic. But the fact that we have to turn to an academy player and put that pressure on him, he handled it, fantastic, and I'm happy, and he looked good today, and I'm pleased. Should Chelsea be doing that to someone like that, though? No. We should be bringing academy players on to develop and to grow, to let them grow and to let them flourish in their own time. We're fast-tracking Achiempong at this rate. We ain't got a choice. Shouldn't happen after the money that we spent. The depth in midfield. Caicedo and Enzo will be running to the ground if this continues. Lavia wasn't here today. He better not get injured again. He might be there for the next game. After that, we need... There are holes in this team that need to be resolved. But most importantly, putting the ball in the net up top and we are creating the chances is the issue here. We would have killed the game if that was done. It wasn't done. We pay the price again. That needs to end. We can't... Can we do it in Jan? Can we buy a top striker in Jan? I don't think so. I ain't expecting it. Don't hold your breath. No club's going to let go of their top striker in Jan. In the summer, perhaps. But is it going to be too late? Like I said, we need Champions League. We need Champions League. Everyone needs to wake up now. Before it's too late. Before it's too late. It's not too late. Don't let it become too late. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Notification bell on. Check out the socials as well. I'll stick them on screen right now. All in the description, so make sure you're following. And yeah, let me know your comments. I want to know where are you? What side of the spectrum are you on at the moment? Do you feel the urgency like I do right now? I'm worried now. Like now I'm starting to get worried. Or are you like, nah, on another day, we would have buried them. Next game, Bournemouth, we'll pick ourselves up. We'll be at home. Where do you stand? I want to get the overall gauge. Where do you stand? Because for me, I'm now panicking a bit. I'm panicking now. We have to end this now. This needs to stop. So let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. See you on the next one, people. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.